What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back. Back revisiting a video that I think I may have made a few months ago, discussing the previous high of day, previous low of day scanners, as well as the previous low and high of day studies. I had a few people show interest in that, so I figured I would go ahead and just kind of revisit, make a new video on it so that people don't really have to dig through my videos and maybe find some value in it. So let's go ahead, let's bring up ThinkorSwim, and we will jump right into making this scanner. It is a very simple scanner to make. In ThinkorSwim, you have your sections right here. If you go to the scan section, this is your different scanners. It automatically opens up in the stock scanner. That would be the one that you're going to use. And you have your setup right here. So you have the scan in. I have mine set to all stocks. It doesn't intersect with anything. And for me, I exclude all OTC stocks. I do not want to see OTC stocks. So, depending on what you have here, you may or may not need. I'm going to X out all of those. Kind of suggest you do it that way too. That way you start with a clean slate. And then we're just going to go and add the filters that we need. And for this particular scanner, it's very simple. You're only going to need 4 filters. So the first filter is going to be last. You want this to tell you what the last price of the stock was. For me, I don't like to trade any stock below $5, and I try to keep it around $500. So those would be the 2 there. So it's telling you there's 6,096 stocks that meet that criteria. All right, we'll add another filter. This will be another stock. This one here, we're going to do volume. And for me, I want to see stocks that are trading with a minimum of 500,000 shares. I probably could increase that. And then maximum, you can zero out, and it's going to put the max in there. So now it's telling you it's 2,568 stocks that meet that criteria. These last 2 that you're going to do are going to be studies, and they won't tell you how many it's filtering because it would have to run the study. And right now the market is closed. So for this first one, let's see, we'll make the first one very simple. So you're just going to come here, you're going to go to volume, average volume. And this basically reads the 50 period simple moving average of the volume is greater than 1 million shares. I just keep that just like it is. No changes there. This is looking at the daily chart. And then the last filter that we're going to build, this one takes a little work, but it's still easy. It's going to be a study. Going to come over to this pencil, going to click it. We're going to delete what's in there right now. So we'll delete that out. And then we're going to add a condition. This condition is very simple. Very simple. So we're going to go to a value. I'm sorry. No, we're not. We're going to go to price. And then we're going to go to close. So price, close. We're going to say it is greater than, and going to look for a study. And this study is called what we're doing, the daily high low. Click that. Everything in here you can keep the same, but you want it to only show the last period. So you'll go yes for that. Everything else there is good. And then you click save. Come here and you click OK. And that's it. You can scan this one. It's not going to be totally accurate because the market is not open. But out of 6,000 and then out of 2,068, 27 stocks meet that criteria. So that's going to be it. And the good thing is, as stocks break over the previous high of day, it's going to automatically add it to this, and it's going to automatically add it to your watch list. So that is it. You come up here, you click that, you'll go to save, and then you would save it whatever you want to save it as. I already have mine saved, so I'm not going to redo another one, but you just type in what you want to save it as and click save. Pro tip. If you put like a pound sign or something like that, it brings it up to the top of your watch list. So if you look over, that's why you see the pound in front of mine. So I got a pound and a 0. So all of the ones pound 0, those are going to be at the very top. And then pound 1, that might be the next section one. So pro tip, put a pound in front of it, and then you can name it whatever you want to name it. So let's say previous high of day, and then you may call it 5 to 500. That's it. So that's pro tip for you. So that's the previous high of day scanner. At the same time that you do this one, if you want to make a previous low of day scanner, just come over here to the pencil, come to edit, and now you're going to say you want it less than, you want to change this to daily low. You want to click save. You want to click OK. You want to come up here, and then you want to save it again. Same thing. Put a pound in front of it. Previous low of day, 5 to 500, or whatever you set this value to. Click save, and that's it. Now, the way that you use this, you can come over here to your watch list, click it, go to personal. There goes anything with a purple is a scan. Anything with the purple is a scan. There's mine. Previous, and actually I call it daily high, 5 to 500. My previous low is right there. A couple of these I have just kind of tweaking, ones that I've kind of tweaked with. But notice how with the pounds, it put it at the top. If it doesn't have a pound, it's going to be mixed in with these based on how it is alphabetical. So I put that pound because I want those to be right there, especially the gap, my gap scanner. Boom. Click it in the mornings. It's right there. But let's go back to previous high of day. I'll click that one. For me, I like to have those sorted by market percent gains. So I'll just come there. Again, these aren't really going to be accurate right now because the market is not open. But let's take a look at a few of those. So we'll come back to the charts. Before we do that, so that's the scanner. We've built the scanner. We've attached it to a watch list. Now let's add the previous low of day, previous high of day lines to the chart. That's easy. Come to the study, which is the little beaker. You're going to come to daily, and then it's going to be the high low. Click that. I already have mine's right there. So I'm not going to save this one, but I'll show you how to do it. Click the cog. Aggregation period should already be set today. Your length, you want to a +1. Your displace, you want to a -1. Show only the last period. You want to change that to yes. You want the show study to be on. Daily high, I have my line weighted at a 2. I have my color set to that green. Daily low, same way, weighted to a 2. I have mine saved to a red. And then what I did was I come up here and I click save as default. That's important. Click save as default. And what that does is every time you go to that now, it's going to have these set as the default. So then you just click OK, and then you click OK again, and it's going to drop it on your chart. I already have mine right there, so I'm not going to worry about doing it. And then you click OK. Now, if you come to any other chart and you click the beaker and you go to daily high low and you click that, those defaults are automatically going to be saved in there. So you don't have to do it again when you go to dropping it on different charts, different time frames. It's automatically going to be there. But let's come here and let's take a peek at a few of these. Green line, that's previous high of day. Look how this stock reacted to it when it got above it. Let's take a peek at that one. Same thing. It broke above it. It came back. It retested it. And then boom, off to the races. Let's look at this one. Now this one gapped above it. It would have gave you the alert then. And then this one didn't hold. It failed. It faded down. But look how it respected it. Let's look at maybe two more. Same thing. Got above it. Came back. Reclaimed it. Made a good move. Now it's just a matter of finding patterns that meet your trading plan. So you don't just take it because it breaks above it. Still has to meet your trading plan. So like this one, I would not have taken a trade on this because it didn't test it and set a new high. So that one right there, it would have hit the scanner in the watch list, but it wouldn't have triggered anything. Look at that one. It broke it, got a pullback, it set a new high, off to the races. Sweet. And then, like I said, if you had saved if you made one for previous low of day, it works the same way. So these are now stocks that are going to be below the previous low of day. Look at that thing. Once it broke it, it pulled back, it set a new low, off to the races. Off to the races. This one here, look at this thing. It came all the way up, tested the previous high of day. It failed. It came down. This one never did really. It wouldn't have. Maybe right here it would have gave me an area to kind of get in. No areas right there for me to trade it. But right here when it's breaking the 50, boom. Depending on your trading plan, you may find something. Let's look at Netflix and then we'll be done. Look at this one. Came down, broke it, retest. It didn't set the new low. I wouldn't have been bothered with it. Came back up, retest again, broke the low. So that's one of my trading plan rules is that it needs to retest and set a new low. Your trading plan may say something different, but the main thing is having the tools to be able to find those ideas. So, and let's do one other thing real quick. I'll show you one other thing and then we're going to get up out of here. One more kind of pro tip. If you come here and you go to alert when scan results change, you can have this thing set to pop up an alert whenever a new idea is added to it. You can have it set to send you a text message. You can come here, tell it, send me a text message. Send me a push notification if you have the app on your phone. So you get those alerts immediately. And for me, that's what I need to, I used to have that turned on. I need to turn that back on so that it's giving me those alerts as soon as those stocks are hitting that watch list, because this is a powerful watch list and a very powerful scanner. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap this one up. Hopefully you found some value in this. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you use this, please let me know in the comments what you think of it. And also, if you have not already subscribed, please think about subscribing. All three of those will help me in these YouTube streets to, one, better the channel, and to maybe provide this information to somebody else that may find it useful. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up and we will be back at it again on Monday. Peace.